Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on the video. This is another review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is going to be episode 6 and 7 because I know I missed 6. I'm a year older. I celebrated my 33rd birthday Saturday. And so for those of you who aren't, who can't backtrack, that's January 23rd. Best day. The best day. So that's the reason why I've been missing, because of course with a birthday comes preparation, and you have to get yourself in order, things in line for your celebration, all that sort of thing. So like I was ripping and running in the streets and not home, settled long enough to pump these videos out for y'all. So here we are today. This is coffee, by the way. This is my favorite mug because they literally were squad goals. Literally. Anyway, let's get into episode 6. I'm gonna breeze through it, because we're more so here for episode 7 because that's the most recent one. Anyway, Cynthia and Mike talking about the guest list. And they sent out 250 invites. But Cynthia is hopeful that only half of the people are gonna show up. Like that's silly to me. You know good and well these people gonna show up for this photo op. These people gonna show up because it's gonna be filmed and on the show. Of course, the people are going to show up. All 250 of them. Mike brings up Dennis, and he says, regardless, this light is so hot, so I'm sorry if I'm a little sweaty, if I got a little bit of that Whitney Houston sweat going on the upper lip. Like, I feel it. It's hot. I don't see how the people do this. How the makeup artists, how the people really sit up under these ring lights for long periods of time, because it's a toaster. It is a toaster. Okay, back to the review. He wants to invite Dennis to the wedding regardless, by any means necessary. He wants Dennis there. Dennis is his friend. It's like, listen, I don't know what's going on between he and Portia, but I want Dennis at the wedding. So, see if you can make that happen, okay? Cynthia brings up the fact that she wants to invite her dad to the wedding. Now, he was at the first one with she and Peter. He and her brother gave her away. And this time, it's a little different, because they're a little estranged. After that public service announcement that Kenya had, regarding domestic violence, and Cynthia's mom getting on there and basically like spilling all her tea. We found out that she and her husband had been in an abusive marriage. He was abusive. And she talked about that. Afterwards, of course, the aftermath and the ridicule and the backlash, all that sort of thing. So, daddy ain't really feeling them too much. So, the jury's still out on that. But she wants to invite her dad. Cynthia also feels like her mom has a right, to get her way. It's like she's been through enough. Like, and if she reserves that right, if she don't want him around, then, I have to consider that. And Mike, he's like me. It's like, well, what do you want, Cynthia? I mean, because it's your wedding. Mama can stay home if she don't want to see him. Like, I got 2 parents. That's just what it is. And it's not my fault that y'all didn't work out. It's not my fault that you two aren't speaking. That, and sorry, Mama, but it ain't my fault that he was abusive towards you. It's like, I ain't do that. That's not my fault. And my experience with my father is not the same experience that you had with your husband. Like, the roles are different. He was your husband. He was my daddy. Still my daddy. Been my daddy. Even though he's no longer your spouse. So, Mama a little manipulative a little bit. But, whatever. Drew and Ralph, they're packing up the house. They're getting ready to move around the block because the house is in the same neighborhood. So they're packing up to do that. They're back, of course, from the funeral. And Ralph is still grieving. They're about to go let off some balloons, into the air in his memory. So we got that. And Mama's out there too. She can I come watch? She out there crying, okay? Had the ugly face and everything. It was just I'm thinking, damn lady, did you know him? Did you know him like that? Maybe it's just, because I'm a mourner too, so like I don't have to know the people either, and I'll be balling. So I guess I get that. Candy's doing a grocery drive with her organization Candy Cares, and is it a nonprofit? I want to say this is her nonprofit. It has to be a nonprofit. I'm gonna just go with that. Candy Cares, her nonprofit organization. They put together a grocery drive, and they were equipped to serve 500 families. I think they ended up serving like 400. But nice gesture during the pandemic. A lot of people didn't get to the grocery store and rack up on all the groceries and all that sort of thing, and all the toilet paper and all the toothpaste. I don't know what the people was doing with the toothpaste. I don't know what the people was doing with the toilet paper, and why people needed so much of it. It's like, y'all don't need this much toilet paper, this much paper towels. You don't need all of this stuff, but the people cleared out the stores. Cleared it out. And in some stores, like today, it's empty. Like at Publix, the Publix round here, or should I say the Publix that I go to. I go to two Publix. I go to the Publix in Fayetteville, and I go to the Publix in Tyrone. And if you're familiar with this area, then those are nicer areas. But the people still cleared out all the shelves. The people, I know I wasn't going nowhere, in Clayton County. I know I wasn't going nowhere where we are, because I know we like to OD when it comes to that sort of stuff. But now it seems as if they do as well, because I went over there to the Publix in their neighborhood and couldn't find a thing. Anyway, saying all that to say, there were a lot of families that went without. And knowing that, Candy, put this together. The ladies donated. She even made note that a few of them donated more than the other. Like Portia gave $5,000. She was surprised by that, but I'm sure pleasantly surprised. Marlo came in and gave her check for $5,000. I'm jumping ahead, but that's because I want to get to episode 7. They have the drive. Everybody shows up. Kenya's there being she's micromanaging like she always does. And I just realized that Kenya's birthday is the day after mine. The very next day. And I was just like, damn. No wonder I don't really do her like that. No wonder that it's kind of like, I see you, Kenya. That's how I feel about her. I see you, girl. And it's because I see myself. Not everything. Me and Kenya aren't that much alike, at all. But a lot of her ways, a lot of her nuances, I get and understand, because I have a lot of the same nuances. So, it is what it is. Candy gets a call. Wait, let me go back. Candy was working, and she's she has her stylist there, her hairstylist, the makeup artist. Everybody's getting her ready for the grocery drive, and she calls Michael Sterling. She's dealing with this whole child support case with Block. I don't know why. And Mike tells her, we're gonna put the money in a trust. If we're able to get it, blah, blah, blah. When she gets off the phone, the stylist is like, girl, you really think you finna get some money? Candy Burst? You think that you're gonna get back child support? Okay, girl, I feel like they're not gonna give you nothing. I don't understand why she's pursuing it. I get it. It's owed to Riley. If he owed child support, he owed child support. That's just what it is. Whether she's 25, 18, 14, he owed child support. So, yeah, he gonna have to come up off the child support, but it's not like she needs it. It's like you going above and beyond to do what? To prove a point? like to stick it to him because you don't need it. You don't need it. Neither does Riley. But whatever. Get your coin, Candy. Get your money. Portia and Cynthia meet for dinner. Cynthia, of course, wants to know what's going on in Portia's life. Every time Portia get ready to spill the tea, here come the waitress. So, any appetizers? Are you guys ready for drink orders? Are you guys ready to order yet? Do you need an appetizer? She keep coming back, and Cynthia's like, girl, every time you come, can you please like step away for just a few minutes? Like, give us 10 minutes. Give her 10 minutes to tell me this little story. Damn. But anyway, Portia, explains the situation between she and Dennis. They're, separated right now. They're going to work on co-parenting. It's just not good. It's not healthy. It's toxic. Neither one of them, they at the point now where they don't even care what flies out their mouth in front of Pilar. And so that's an issue. And yeah, they're going to have to, do something about that. Cynthia tells Portia, about Mike's request to have Dennis there. And, she's like, girl, I'm counting on you to use, the coochie magic and make sure that I don't have to, that man don't have to be there. Like, I'm counting on you to do that. And Cynthia's like, I'll relay the message and I'm sure Mike will have to do whatever it is that I ask. So she ain't really worried. I don't think she got to worry about Dennis being there, or does she? I don't know if he was there or not. They about went together. Cynthia on the phone with Noelle. Noelle's an influencer now, so she has her own place out there in LA. She's booked and busy, doing her thing. A young 20-something, you know how they do. But she's coming into town to visit, and, Cynthia want her to stay this long time. And she's like, girl, I got 2 weeks for you. I can give you 2 weeks, and I got to go get back to the bag. I got to go get back to the money. I got contracts and all sort of things that I have to, obligations that I have to, adhere to. So, I'll be there 2 weeks, mama. And she hang up in there. Oh, I got to go to work. Bye. Okay, so at the event, like I already said, we already talked about the event, so I ain't even got to go there. But while they were there and, taking a break to eat, Kenya brings up, Latoya and I want to go on a girls trip. We want to invite you guys. Where do you guys think we should go? So everybody starts throwing, different destinations out there. And they settle on South Carolina. So everybody's going. Everybody's down to go. Whatever. Portia brings up the fact that Fallon has a jet, because now we're talking about arrangements, how we going to get there safely, with the COVID restrictions and all of that. And Kenya, lets them know, okay, we'll figure it out. I'll, get back to you guys with all the details. But South Carolina, it's a go. Because we got the beach. We, it's warmer. We can go to South Carolina. Cynthia and Noelle are headed to, let me make sure. Yeah, Cynthia and Noelle, they are headed to Granny's house. And Noelle in the car taking all the selfies. I mean, selfie after selfie after selfie. I mean, she's 20 or she's 21. I think she's 20. Either way, of course, she's just taking selfies and she's not present in the moment. She's, not engaging. She's just selfie after selfie. But they get there, Mal and ate all the pork chops. So Cynthia make her little struggle plate and they go sit down. And, get right to the conversation. So, I'm thinking about inviting our dad to the wedding. How do you feel about that? Mama say, well, I'll just wear my mask over my eyes. And, now we got to break this down. She done manipulated a whole apology out of Cynthia. Cynthia apologizing again for the PSA situation. Mama say she didn't know what a PSA was. And that she felt blindsided and, slighted away, because Cynthia just threw that on her and she really didn't understand that. She didn't understand what it was or what it meant. Of course, she done went back home to Mississippi and the people are talking. The people are upset, talking about she's slandering the man's name. He was a good man. He is a good man, excuse me, not was. He's not deceased. So they done made Mama's life a little hard, the hometown. And so Cynthia apologizing. I mean, in the confessional, she has a little bit of guilt about being born, you know, feeling like my mom could have been this, my mom could have been that, and she had me. It's like, don't do that to yourself. My mom was a model, and I look at her pictures a lot, and that's like, I wonder if, like, I'm the last baby, so so I ain't messed up the dreams. Not to say my brother did, but it really wasn't me because I was the last one. But I do think about, you know, had she not had children, you know, like, where, if, like, would she be, you know, out here modeling still? Not modeling still. I mean, she could. Not the modeling she was doing, you know, she was runway, and doing print and all of that. But mama could do a little, she could do a little catalog modeling if she wanted to. But saying all that to say, Cynthia really has a lot of guilt, you know, with her as it relates to her mom and pleasing her mom. She's the oldest, you know. That's a whole nother video for a whole different day when it comes to the relationship between the eldest child and their parents. But anyway, they're talking about that. Noelle jumps in. I mean, I think that we already have our answer. She's already said enough. Saying she's going to wear her mask over her eyes, that means she doesn't want him there. And I think that we should honor that. I think that we should respect that. And that's just what it is. I think that that's just that. He shouldn't come. Granny is the one that's been there. Granny's the one that that's been a present, you know, staple in my life. Not him. I don't even know him. So I think that we have our answer. That's just what it is. Everybody looking at Noelle. Cynthia looking at her like, okay, I respect that. I'll consider, you know, your point of view. I'd have probably been like, zip it, you know, because, okay, I get it, girl, but she's a lot. This is why Noelle kind of annoys me. That's what annoys me about her. Her mouth. It's kind of, she don't really realize, I don't think she understands. You got to have a different tone when you're talking to your elders. You know, like, and especially your mama. I would never come to my mama and be like, girl, I mean, he said he didn't want to come, so that's just what it is. Grandma said no, so that's it. My mama would be looking at me like, excuse me? Even now, today, at 33, like, I don't try my parents like that. See, that's the problem. Noelle wasn't getting spankings. Noelle, I'm sure the discipline in their house was slim to none. You know, and I ain't gonna say that. Cynthia, I don't see her being that passive, you know. She and Noelle act like they friends, but I still, like, I don't know. Noelle be talking out of turn. Noelle be talking too much. It's like, girl, you here to listen. Sit back and listen. Nobody asks you for all of that. You know, you can say, well, I think that if grandma is going to be uncomfortable with him being here, maybe we should make certain, you know, adjustments, you know, to make sure that grandma and, you know, grandpa, you know, are happy and that they can coexist without any drama at the wedding. Like, let's come up with that type of solution. No, Noelle's just like, well, Granny said she don't want him there, so I think that that's just what it should be. He shouldn't come. I mean, girl, that's her daddy. Mal is like me as well. Mal, I think her birthday is the day after mine as well. Mal is a lot like me. That she's very blunt, very straightforward, no nonsense. You know, she'll play around a little bit, but she's no nonsense. Like Mal, I love Mal. But Mal was like, that's my daddy. I don't know what to tell you. I talk to him still. We talked just the other day. Like, I'm not gonna not talk to him. You know, mama started on that, what she done did for him. I'm the one, I was your mama and your daddy when he left. I did this for you. Girl, if not you, then who? Because you the mama. Like, as parents, we gotta stop throwing back in our kids' face what we've done for them or how we provided for them, because isn't that our job? Who else gonna do it? My daddy used to tell me all the time, girl, I wiped your butt. Yes, daddy. I know that you wiped my butt when I couldn't wipe my own ass. Like, I know that. Who was going to do it? If not you, then who? Anyway, let's roll on into episode 7. Cynthia's calling everybody. She driving around. She ain't getting no answer. Nobody's answering. Candy doing something. She on the phone with Riley. Riley out there in New York, you know, hanging out with her friends that she just met. They like, oh, you met friends? Let me see. Riley's like, no, that's weird. I'm not showing you my new friends. What Riley out there doing? Done met some brand new people and they just hanging out. But that's college. Kenya, she on the FaceTime with somebody talking about her ring don't fit. So, you know, she couldn't get nobody on the line. Portia outside having a whole meditation situation with somebody. And listen, Portia is thick, okay? Ooh, she thick. Thick. Like thick. That's grits and cornbread and collard greens and neck bones thick. I love it. Love to see it. Drew got a scooter. Her man done bought her a scooter. They scooting around the neighborhood. It's one of them scooters you get like in the city where like there's a speedometer on it and everything. You kind of just squeeze the gas a little bit and it might take off on you. I'm intimidated by them things. Like I don't like them. They kind of wobble a little bit like that. No, don't get me one of them. But he got her the scooter. He done dropped. I gotta get an insurance policy on you. Y'all already know. I think y'all already know what I think he be giving. So he shouldn't be bringing up insurance policies as crazy as he likes to carry on. Drew's going on the trip. He cool with her going on the trip, of course. I mean, he better be because he went away, you know, for a 3-day vacation without telling nobody. So she's like, I think I'm owed a few days with my friends. So she gonna go on the trip, but before that, she wants to have the ladies over for dinner so they can, you know, I guess see the house before she moves. Like, this could have waited. This could have waited until she got into the new house, but I guess she gonna do it right now. She calls Candy, and you know, Candy tells her, "Sure, I'll be around there. Thanks for the invite." Kenya meets Latoya for brunch, and you know, I don't like people who do me like this. Don't tell me what I need and what I don't need in my food. Like, if I want to order the French toast and the grits with cheese and my eggs with cheese, I'm gonna do that. Don't be that friend saying, "Friend, aren't we going on a trip? We have to be bikini ready. No cheese." Girl, fuck you. Give me the cheese in my eggs, please. Give me the cheese in my grits, please. Don't play with me. And throw some bacon in that omelet too. Talking about it. Like, I like a veggie omelet, but I mean, if I'm gonna get a veggie omelet, throw the cheese in there. I already ain't got no meat in it. Throw the cheese in omelet. But anyway, they meet. She gifts Latoya some lingerie that she, you know, hasn't worn yet. She smelled the panties, of course. You know, we got to do the whole lesbian thing when Kenya and Latoya are on the screen. They talk about the trip. She tells her she's bringing Brooklyn and the nanny and that they flying private. You know, so they going to get on a private jet to go to South Carolina. Latoya like, so will the other ladies be joining us? Oh, no room. No room for the peasants. It'll be just the 4 of us. Just us scissor sisters and the nanny and Brooklyn, and we're good. Not enough room on the little plane for them. I mean, if they would like to get a plane, they can do that. But I've secured a Sprinter for them. Kenya calls Drew to tell her about the situation. And, you know, Drew is like, oh, a private jet to SC. Okay. That's okay, I guess. No, we don't know that yet. I was about to throw a little something out there, but that don't happen yet. She tells them about the dinner, and, you know, of course, Kenya's like, can Latoya come? And she's like, sure. If Latoya wants to come, bring her along. Latoya asks about Mark, what's going on with them. You know, she's still dealing with the same old with Mark. Can't get nowhere with him. Can't get no headway with Mark because Mark is being difficult. She practically can't do anything or go anywhere with Brooklyn without his permission or without him giving the okay. He's giving her a hard time, so of course she's filing for full custody. She got full custody now, but she's filing for full custody. Drew's dinner. So Drew looks pretty. Love this dramatic ponytail. Not something I would wear because it's a lot of hair. Like, I don't really like a whole lot of hair. It looks great on other people, but for me, like, don't put all that hair on my head. But she got this long, big ponytail. It's nice though. Ralph is being all supportive. Can I get you anything, what you need? I'm gonna decorate for you a little bit. Let me put this here, get the feng shui going. He's very helpful. Cynthia is at the door, and while she at the door bringing on the doorbell, they just standing over there kikiing. He over there. Oh, so what's this pony giving? Who is this? Oh, this a little Sasha. It's just a little Sasha for y'all. Just a little Sasha. That's what I got going on. And he over there. Oh, I like Sasha. Okay, Sasha. And Cynthia steady ringing the doorbell. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. They got the ring app. Doom, doom, doom. Is anybody in here? Finally. Oh, I think that's Cynthia at the door. So they go and answer, and it's Cynthia. Cynthia comes on in. Then we see Candy banging at the door, and Candy is banging like she banging on the door. And then nobody comes, and so she lets herself in. She gets there. And Candy says, "Oh, I like this ponytail. I have to tell Toya." Candy's so messy. Of course, Candy's like, she made it seem like her wig was terrible, and I get here and the wig looked nice to me. I'm gonna have to let her know she was wrong about that wig. Kenya arrives. Then Portia sits down and notices how helpful Ralph has been. So helpful. Did he come from the gym? We're gonna have to find something for him to pick up. Find something for him to lift. The producers asked Portia, so what you thinking about Ralph's look? How you think Ralph looking? Portia was like, ain't that Kenya's line? That's Kenya's line. That's her judge, not mine. I don't do the somebody else's husband thing. That's Kenya's line. And of course, Kenya, in Kenya fashion, he's a cute guy. I bet, girl. I bet. Portia brings up Latoya not being there because Kenya's drinking. Not Kenya. Candy's drinking. And, no, Candy's not drinking because they taking shots. And, she's not about to take no shot. And Portia's like, oh, damn, look, if Latoya was here, like, she had the perfect concoction. We found the perfect drink for Candy, the last time we were together, but Latoya's not here. And she's like, but I guess that's a good thing anyway because she was talking cash shit, girl. Drew was like, about who? About you, sis. About that wig, girl. And of course, Drew was like, girl, don't come from my quarantine wig. My quarantine wig was cute. Like, I did the best that I could do. Coming from my wig. She don't even know me like that. She took it lightly. Like, she didn't take it that serious, but it's still like, girl, why? What'd I do to you? Now how I get in it? Now how I get in it? Because I ain't did nothing to you for you to be talking about my wig. In her confessional, Drew. So what does she do anyway? Producer. Oh, she has a YouTube channel. A YouTube channel? That's a job? Oh. Yes, it's a job. It's a job, sis. I know all the YouTubers all across the land got in that ass about that comment because that was shady. You can shade her without shading the whole group of people who do make bank doing YouTube. Like Ryan's toy review, if you don't know him, if you're not familiar with him, get into it with your kids because Ryan makes millions. Ryan makes millions every year. Ryan and his family got all the money. Okay? There are a lot of YouTubers who are making lots and lots and lots of money. And so, yes, it is a job. And for me, who ain't making nothing off of it yet, yet. It's a job. Got your nerve, bitch. you on a little television show and now you feel like you can just say that kind of stuff. Don't do it. Don't do it, because listen, the Lord will humble you and you'll be around there on the YouTube too, trying to make a living. Anyway, Portia throws Cynthia and Kenya under the bus like, oh, they was there too. They heard it. They was there. I wasn't there by myself. They heard what was said too. They talk about it a little bit, not really deep. Then they go in the house to eat. And while they're eating, you know, Kenya's like asking her about a little bit about her background and everything like that. You know, she tells them a little bit. My mom's a minister. Oh, she's a minister? Oh, really? Yeah, my mom's a minister. Ralph plays the keyboard and I sing praise and worship. Do you? You sing? Sing a little bit of something for us. Sing a little something. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Amazing grace, how sweet. She ain't singing like that. Like she was really singing, but she sang Amazing Grace. And Portia, oh, we singing Amazing Grace? I did that first, and so we run it back to when Portia sang Amazing Grace on Reunion. Portia, girl, you might have did it first, but you sure ain't do it best. Drew got a real singing voice. Portia, I think you just can sing along. You can sing along. Don't be trying to step out there and sing lead. Anyway, they bring out dessert. Kenya brings up the travel arrangements for the trip. And Drew is like, you know, so are we all getting on the Sprinter? And Kenya, of course, is like, now, bitch, I done already told you what the deal was. And you trying to drag this out of me? Okay. Well, no, I'm not doing a Sprinter. You know, you guys will go on the Sprinter. Latoya and I will go ahead and we'll meet you guys there. And Drew says, oh, so I mean, it's COVID. So, like, how y'all getting there? How y'all getting there? Because, I mean, if we taking the Sprinter and y'all going ahead, how y'all getting there? And, of course, Kenya's like, oh, and we have a jet. We'll be flying a private jet. And everybody's like, private jet? Candy says, oh, you so rich. You so rich getting on a private jet and putting us on the Sprinter. Excuse me. Of course, when they find out about that private jet, they feeling away. Everybody looking like, psh, bitch, on a private jet, putting us on the Sprinter. Okay, whatever. Go off. The ladies, we see them getting ready for the trip. Everybody's packing. They're, you know, putting their clothes in the bag. I think it's the next day that they're leaving, but everybody's, you know, pulling out their pieces and what they're going to wear and all of that. They're meeting at Candy's house to get on the Sprinter. They all do that. We see that the next day. Dennis done dropped off Portia and Shamir. Everybody looking like, oh, hey, Dennis. Didn't think we would see you so soon. Hello. How are you? Everybody files into the Sprinter. Marlo comes in a hazmat suit because Marlo is just extra. She's been this way this entire time. She's the COVID lady. You know, she got the Lysol. She got the hazmat suit. She got the wipes. She got the sanitizer. She got all of that. The temperature checker thinker. She checking temperatures. She's, you know, she might even be giving COVID testing on the bus. But Marlo is extra when it comes to this quarantine and the COVID and all of that. But anyway, they're getting on the bus. And, you know, while they're there, of course, Latoya and, what's the girl name? Kenya have already gotten there. And they're there setting up the rooms, you know, giving everybody their room. Of course, they put themselves, Latoya, Cynthia, and Kenya, off somewhere else. And then the rest of the ladies, like, and she said that the rowdy bunch, she put them in a whole nother area. Like, so they're on opposite sides of the property. She gave Marlo the worst room. The ladies on the Sprinter is hot. You know, they having regular kiki conversation. We talking about men, talking about sex, talking about threesomes, talking about all of that. And So I don't know who it is, but somebody mentions the jet again. So now we triggered again about this jet. Oh, Marlo. She asked how they got there. And when, you know, they told a jet. Oh, okay. So then they get on the Instagram and see that Brooklyn is here. And so that triggers all the new moms. Well, damn, I could have brought my baby. Same situation with Ashley Darby and Wendy over there on Potomac. So you didn't make it known that everybody could bring their baby, but you gonna bring yours and your nanny. Like, I miss my baby too. I could have brought my baby too. If we was bringing babies and nannies, we could have did all of that too. Like, Blaze could have came. Pilar could have came. Shamia could have brought her baby. But no. Brooklyn is the only baby allowed on the trip. But anyway, that, you know, once that comes out, that triggers everybody and it ends there. Got all of that 2 episodes out in 35 minutes. Let me wrap it up because I don't want to make it to a whole 40-minute video. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.